These people make the music that is the soundtrack to our lives. But sometimes it's always good to reflect on the journeys that have been, where it all began, and where things are right now. Today we're hanging out with a South African super group, duo, movement. It is Black Motion. Small Problem Child. Good morning, guys.
We
Look
grand.
Easy. Top clean.
Yeah, obviously we're gonna take it to where it all began.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know where Problem Child was at that point.
I was coming.
Still loading.
Yeah, I was still loading. He was being prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? The story of Black Motion, I mean, is well documented in terms of, how it all began when I was small, and the role that Oskiro played in really putting you guys on. How do you remember it? How it all began?
Yeah, man. As you're saying, we produced the track Banana Maboko. That was the first single that we took out, and the actual person that put us on was Bobstar, DJ Bobstar.
Yes, Oskiro's brother.
Yeah, Oskiro's brother.
Yes,
so
yes.
he took that Banana Maboko single and pressed Oskido to play it, and Oskido was just ignoring it for the first, I think, 2 weeks. And then they were at a gig and he saw Bobstar play it, and it just rocked the crowd, and he got to understand, no, this song is actually like the one. And yeah, man, from there on he just put it in his that Hot 99. From there on it just blew up, and I also put it in his 10th commandment.
Yes, the church group's commandment. Yes,
as the 10th track. So yeah, from there on, man, we just went boom. Yeah.
I love the story because sometimes, a song is made in the studio, and we'll talk about that as well shortly. Nobody really knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, sure.
We can all hope that it's going to be a hit and that people are going to like it, but the proof is in the reaction from the crowd.
Sure.
And I think perhaps what someone like Oskiro needed, somebody that could put people on and open doors, was to see for himself.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is what they mean when they say this song is the one.
The new wave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's play the song. That was then the new wave. We're going to take it back to here. Banane Mabok, Black Motion.
Labona nakuchela la ngoma ya song. Ni ulaba we munhu hinkwako, munhu na munhu hinkwako la. La ndwini la aba maboko. Banana maboko, shamba maboko. La ndwini la aba maboko. Banana maboko. Banana maboko. Ni ula na wina la ndwini man. Banana. Labona nakuchela la ngoma ya song. Ni ulaba we munhu hinkwako, munhu na munhu hinkwako la.
It's Black Motion. DJ Bucks is also in there. Banane Maboko. A song that came out in 2011. I think most DJs were still using CDs and not USBs.
Yeah.
You were actually telling a funny story, Small, about this music video, because the music video, I mean, you guys are literally somewhere in the hood. I think in Alex. That's where it was shot. How was this video shot? Like, tell me the story.
So it was a Sunday, and Oskido called us, and he's like, boys, come through to Alex at Joe's Butcher. So we hit the car there, we poured in 200 rands of petrol from Soshanguve, hit the Almera there. When we get to Joe's Butcher, we eat the meat there, and it's like, boys, stand like this, stand like this. So like, hey, Madal, what's going on? The next thing we see cameras there. It's like, no, it's a music video, man. We're shooting Banana Mabok right now. So walk, go back there. Yeah, let's do this frame. Hey, Justin, next scene. Quick, I think it was shot in like 2 hours, that video. And it was done. Yeah. And with next thing we saw it on Crispy Fresh.
On Channel O.
And that was the vibe.
So that's kind of like how you guys broke out. I mean, before the song even came out, what were you and Murder Bongs doing? Were you guys together? Were you jamming together? What was the story?
Yeah, 2009. He was the other section of Soshine, and I was the other section, Kodi Ele. He was Go Block UU. So we were both producing, just doing our own things, and we just hear our songs from from people that side. He would hear my songs from people from my side, and there was this, yeah, man, do you know Murder? Do you know Black Boys and Bonyeks? And yeah, man, from there on, we just got together, put songs together, and we just rocked as Black Boys. There was 10 of us.
So, whoa, slow down. So you started 10.
Yeah.
10 members in
Yes.
Black, and it was Black Box.
Black Boys, yeah,
Black
Black
Boys.
Yeah, Black Boys.
Yeah. You guys were a soccer team.
Black Boys.
And then what happened?
Yeah, man. And then I think it was almost half a year pushing as the 10 guys, as Black Boys. And man, there was just too much going on. And that's when I just said, I was like, let me just make the song. Banan Mabok. And then I made the song, I produced the song with Jarich's vocals that he was testing the mic on. I took the song to Murder, put some bass line there, and
Sure.
we're like, man, actually, we can do this. The two of us can actually kill this.
Yeah,
And
screw these other
yeah,
eight
man,
guys.
because you get me and I get you. And that was the whole vibe. From there on, we just produced, the two of us produced, and yeah, there was Black Motion, and the name came through, Black Motion. 2 people from Black Boys, and yeah.
And that was because you guys, from then on, you had a beautiful thing going. Rainbow came out. There was Marry Me. There was Joy with Brent. Like, there were so many songs. You were part of like a new generation of duos and live music, and everything was brilliant. And then at some point, there were issues in the team, and then you guys separated. When you think back to the separation, after everything Black Motion had achieved, how does that make you feel? When you think about it, you're in the shower, you're sitting in your garden. When you think about it, how does it make you feel?
At first it hits different, man. It's a whole lot of questions. It's a whole lot of confusion. But like, as soon as you sit down and think it proper, you just see that it's growth, and it's just see that it's a person wanting to expand and just doing greater things alone, or yeah, man. And yeah, it's just all in that thought of growing up and being diverse and just branching out to something bigger. And yeah, and I just believed in the brand. I just believed that Black Motion couldn't just evaporate, because we took this as a movement.
Yes.
We took this as a big movement, like your Ladysmith Black Mambazo. Even if there's no faces attached to it, but the name must live on forever. So yeah, man, it was just like that, thinking hard, but like it got to a point where I got to understand. And yeah.
Sure. I mean, noble and also some strategy. So then enter Problem Child. And now I'm thinking in my mind, who came to who? How did this inclusion of Problem Child work in the group?
Yo, it's actually a weird, funny story, because it was just after this whole issue of separation, and then just chilling at the house there, and yeah, Nikki, our road manager, one time just came through with Problem Child and at the house. And I remember I was chilling, and they just walked in. It's like, hey Majita, Problem Child. I was like, hey man, hey Problem. And it took me, I think, 3 days to just say, man, actually, here's the puzzle. How is this so random that Nikki just walks in with Problem Child?
I see.
Just in this space. And when I was just thinking a lot of things and trying to figure out plans of just how we're going to move forward, and just came in, and yeah, man, from there on, we rocked the 1st of July 2022.
Sure.
We're like, man, let's test it out. And weird again, the first day we played, one CDJ had a problem, so we had to use one CDJ. But there was nobody that saw that. Nobody saw that. And that was when I knew, this guy's a problem, can't it? Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. I don't know why he's quiet.
I'm listening, my man. I'm listening.
What I'm curious to find out as well is, when Black Motion was doing their thing before you joined, how did you see the guys? What was your impression of Black Motion when you looked at them?
You know, bro, we could meet anywhere at the events.
Yeah.
But you know, we are all fans of Black Motion,
Sure.
including you, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
me coming from an angle, yeah, a fan,
Hmm.
and actually coming close into the studios and
Sure.
being part of the creative movement and the whole developmental phase. It's just so surreal. I can't
From
even
being a
believe it.
fan to being somebody who's a part of this thing. And
Yeah.
and then what do you bring to Black Motion? Because you've been a fan, you know what they're about, you know what the brand means to
Yeah.
people all over the country in many parts of the continent. What do you bring to Black Motion?
Bro, I'll just be myself right now.
Yeah.
I didn't plan anything in speech, but I will bring everything I've got
Mm.
to Black Motion. And you know, I used to tell Uncle Small here that, you know, I have this saying, I don't like to be a drain. I want to be remembered as something that was giving, not taking.
Okay.
Like whenever you think of me, you must remember what I've given you or what I've given to you.
It's interesting you say that because people always find it easier to take than to give. And here you are giving yourself to Black Motion. But what has changed in your life since you've joined Black Motion?
Everything, my brother. Everything changed. The drip changed.
So you weren't looking like this.
I was looking like this.
Or a small like, aye, Baba, we need to work on your drip.
You know, you look around and you know the guys are really putting up some nice drip moves.
It's
You
been
know?
like this for a while, eh?
Yeah, bro. You check around there. Everyone who apere koboya ba less funny, libito less funny. You know, it's not just Puma Fila anymore. You know,
exactly.
it's someone. You
Sure.
know? And you have to look, you know, observe and get some inspiration from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, we're going to play Takala. Can we do that?
Yo,
Can we do that?
Akala, let's go. Let's just play.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Let's
It's Black Motion, Small Problem Child. The journey continues. It's Black Motion, and this is Takala on 947. Today on My First Hit, brought to you by Sampra, I'm hanging out with Small and Problem Child. Together they make Black Motion. The journey continues. Gentlemen, where do you see Black Motion going forward? And I want to ask Problem Child this, because when you're the new kid, Mafigizol,
Sure.
where do you see Black Motion going forward?
You know, Black Motion right now in full could be dubbed as Black Motion Family because we just so many. Yesterday we were at the other studios. Was it yesterday? Or the day before yesterday? And we had, we had our vocalist to come, perform a couple of songs.
Sure.
Well, you see two people out there, but it's actually a big family behind those two people.
That's so important to mention, right? Because the process of making music involves many people.
Yeah. Yes.
And often the people that are shining at the forefront are the ones that get all the praise.
Yes.
So I'm actually glad you did that because you, as Black Motion, can work pretty much with anyone.
Yes.
For as long as you want and however you want.
Yes.
Right?
And remember, this now is a merger of ideas now.
Sure.
Because I also have a history.
Yeah.
And I also know dope people.
Yes.
So we put the two together, and that gives us new energy all the time.
Yeah.
If you just listen to the album now, you have your classical names, your Toshi there, you know your solid vocalist that Black Motion can never go without.
Sure.
But at the same breath, there's someone new that someone new always.
Yeah. Let's talk about that brand new project because as far as I know, it literally just dropped now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about the new project more.
Yeah, man. We just dropped. We dropped on the new year, on the 24th of September, and yeah, man, it was just like a surprise for a lot of people. And
Why was it a surprise?
because we didn't want it to be all over. We didn't want it to be that hype of trends of whatever. That's why we chose to drop it on a Tuesday instead of a Friday. So
Oh, because most people are still doing the Friday thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this Friday, I'm dropping.
Hyping.
Yeah.
And then you find that you hype something that is not even
worth the hype. So yeah, man. So rather we do the opposite. let the album push
let the album
itself.
speak,
Yeah.
man. We've done this silently.
Sure.
I remember like this a lot of months went by. So many jams. We just been testing them out at the gigs
Yeah.
without even announcing. And we'll just check the response of the crowd.
And that's
go
what
back,
helps you
work on it
figure
again.
out.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what helps you figure out
Yeah.
what you guys are going to drop. So the album is called The Cradle of Art.
Yeah, the Cradle of
sir.
Art.
Who came up with that?
Hey, we came up with that. All of us.
We all did.
It's on another level.
Yes,
It's
and
on
you see,
another level, yeah.
The beautiful thing about this is everyone that is chipping into the movement is giving genuinely.
Sure.
So no one comes out here and says, "Hey guys, you know I came up with this. You know, guys, I did this on here."
Yeah.
You know, as long as the system is running and it's running perfectly,
Sure.
that's our mandate right there.
Yeah.
You know, if we are all traveling and our manager is exhausted from 3 gigs prior,
Yeah.
we all have driver's licenses, bro.
I love
Someone
this.
take the wheel, you know.
No, he's actually not a problem child.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you're gonna come into a winning team, my man, you bring quality, and that's exactly what you have here. So
Sure.
I think Black Motion is blessed to have problem child in the mix. Yeah, there's a brain.
vice
here.
versa, man, and vice versa.
There's something. Listen, gents, thank you so much for coming through. All the best of luck with the Cradle of
Thanks for
Art.
having us, man.
And I see you guys are busy gigging a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. So where can people catch you like in the near future?
Yo, there's
Tonight?
just tonight there's Bloemfontein.
Yes.
There's just a whole lot of overseas gigs lined up. There's Venezuela, I think, on the 30th of November. There's Colombia on the 15th of December. There's Perth somewhere in December. I don't know when.
Australia.
Man. There's just a whole lot of things coming through.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Just catch us on the socials, Black Motion at Real Black Motion, everywhere Black Motion family. Follow us and just keep updated with bookings and everywhere where we're going.
Done deal.
Yep.
Small problem child. Gentlemen, thank you. And to the entire Black Motion movement for coming through. We will certainly back you and support you no matter what you guys are up to, and all the best.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
man.
for
G.
having us.
Thank you very
Goodbye
much.
to you and the listeners.
Done deal. It is My First Hit, brought to you by Sampra. Black Motion in the house.
Mo Flava on 947.